Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how Sony apparently rejected Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire to appear in the Spider-Verse franchise. Or at least this film anyways, that just came out. And I'm wearing my shirt still, joined by my handsome little boy, Nemo. So let's give this a read, shall we? So Sony's Spider-Man universe, featuring Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and the Marvel borrowed participant Tom Holland, have one thing in common other than their obvious secret superhero identity. They were all supposed to appear together in a film months before 2021's Spider-Man No Way Home. And like all good things that come to those who wait, their eventual reunion. And my screen went back, so sorry. So, I'm going to read the last part. So, have one thing in common. The three actors have one thing in common other than the obvious secret superhero identity. They were all supposed to appear together in the film months before 2021's Spider-Man No Way Home. Can't believe it's been like 2 years since No Way Home came out. Okay. And like all good things that come to those who wait, their eventual reunion meant more in the live-action spirit than it would have been in the pitched and rejected animated feature cameo in the 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Afterward, a revelation occurred in the aftermath of the premiere of Into the Spider-Verse. Stars and critics fell heads over heels in praise of the animated feature, with Tom Holland silently drop a bomb about his scrapped appearance in the film. Tom Holland talks about his scrapped Easter egg cameo. In a June 19th interview with Joe, just as the world was gearing up for the second solo flyby of Tom Holland in Far From Home, the resident Spider-Man of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He was supposed to be in the previous year's standalone animated feature that caused the world to turn on its head. In its aftermath, as Jacob Batalon angled for and in with Amy Pascal to get Ned into the storyline of the animated feature, Tom Holland to express his disappointment at having a shot at it and missing. Which was, at one point I was supposed to be in it. Yeah, there was going to be another Peter Parker. It was a scene in the train station or something, and it was going to be like an Easter egg. I was going to walk through the background and say like, "Hey kid," or something. Never happened. Heartbroken. Even more heartbreaking is the fact that Lord and Miller, staying true to their multiversal narrative, proposed that the idea to feature all three live-action Spider-Man actors in their films. Sony rejected the pitch, claiming it was too soon. Well, they could have put the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield kind of, like, minor spoiler, but I'm not going to tell you guys how, did make some sort of, like, cameo in the new Spider-Man movie. But I don't think, I didn't catch Tom Holland, and maybe Tom Holland did. There was just, like, a lot of, like, cameos where I was trying to look spot, like, is this cameo here? Is that cameo here? Is Nemo going to be in the movie as Spider-Man, right, Nemo? Are you going to be in the movie as Spider-Man? Are you? I don't know. This would have been my favorite movie if you were going to be in it. Nemo's like, "Dad, I love you, but I don't want to be held by you right now." Okay. Love you. Okay, love you too, Nemo. You can come back on my lab. He's like, give me this look now, like, "Dad, what are you doing?" You can come on my lab if you want. Sony's Spider-Man ultimately proved a game changer for an entire animated industry, receiving stellar unequivocal praise from Guillermo del Toro himself. The film not only introduced a host of never-before-seen Spider-Man into the plot, but topped it off with a runtime suitable enough for the vast majority of their audience, aka the children, while also managing to make the narrative look seamlessly and effortlessly rather than just a clunky jargon of an overstuffed and underwhelming vision of the multiversal epic. I have to admit too, because like I made statements that I'm kind of tired of this whole multiverse thing. And that's still true. I am kind of over this whole multiverse thing. But like both Spider-Verse films did a pretty damn good job at exploring the multiverse, if I have to add. The cultural significance of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. For perhaps the first time in a long time, when the writers of a story promised a unique film-going experience, the feeling was reciprocal manifold by the audience after their visit in the theaters. For Sony, such as a declaration always worked out for the most part because of its strongest IP, Spider-Man, which the studio never let down or failed to do justice to, be it through the first live-action portrayal of the superhero, the Tobey Maguire trilogy, or Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man films, or even the MCU's version of the Teenage Avenger portrayed by Tom Holland. However, none of those films, 8 in total, could match the impact that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's Miles Morales version of Spider-Man would go on to have in the contemporary culture of film and animation. IndieWire claimed Into the Spider-Verse is somehow both the nerdiest and most inviting superhero film in a long time, where the New York Post decidedly stated that Miles Morales was more fleshed out than the uses Marvel heroes. The acclaimed critic website Roger Ebert cited that has a wonderfully trippy, dreamlike quality about it, while Tribune News Service wrote the film was unlike any other superhero or animated film that has come before, and its animation was like watching a comic book come to life, and the Atlantic claimed somehow through sheer creative gumption does something new in the superhero genre. The grandest of the critical response, however, came from the two sources the New York Observer wrote. The greatest triumph of biggest superheroes of the films is that it is an LSD freakout on the part of 2001 of A Space Odyssey, an acclaimed comic writer, filmmaker, the affluent podcaster Kevin Smith declared, "I always liked Spider-Man, but this movie made me love Spider-Man on a Batman type level. Yeah, it just goes to show you that any character in the right hands can be a transformative experience." The latter critical review stands out as especially relevant in the aftermath of the MCU's Phase 4 and the Marvel's fatigue, as they have in air quotes, that has been begun to take over the vast demography of the audience. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has now launched in theaters, and with a rating of 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, the third film in the trilogy, Beyond the Spider-Verse, is set to premiere on March 29th next year, 2024. And I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see theaters. See that in theaters. I love Into the Spider-Verse and I love Enter the Spider-Verse. Both films, if you guys are Spider-Man fans, whether it's just to the movies or to the comics or to the shows or to the games, take your ass to the theaters. Because watch Into the Spider-Verse, then watch Enter the Spider-Verse. You guys will love it. Trust me. But with that said, what do you guys think about this article? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am kind of butthurt that my little boy over there decided to, like, hey, I want to be with you, Dad, and then abandons me over here. Thanks a lot, Nemo. But anyways, what do you beautiful people have to say? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind of one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later.